Hello. In today's video, I'm gonna create a walkthrough or guide you as to how we can start liquidity mining using Orca and also Kamino Finance. So ito yung dalawang platforms na ginagamit ko aside from other platforms out there, but this is two of my favorites into the Solana ecosystem. Why Solana? It's because sobrang bilis ng mga transactions and the fees are less than $1. Sobrang cheap lang niya. And it's so easy to do this. And why do we do liquidity mining? It's because if you're in a sideways market, such as what we are finding ourselves into right now, it's really best to diversify into this kind of investment, because if you're just into one token, chances are pagka bumagsak yun, masakit. Pero if you're into liquidity mining, hindi yun lahat nandun eh. Nakahati siya dun sa ka-pair niya. So, may mga risks pa rin dito. There are still risks involved, but if you play it right, sobrang ganda ng pwedeng, let's say, kita or yield na makukuha mo dito. So, I'm just gonna show you how it's done. I'm not gonna explain to you like the reasons as to why this token, why that token. I'm gonna leave that to your research. There's a tutorial here as well if you want to do that. My job here is to show you how it's done. So, you can see here into the platform, if you go to liquidity, this is under the liquidity tab, you are gonna go to this page and makikita mo yung explore where you can find all of these token pairs that you can provide liquidity into. And so makikita nyo dyan yung mga APR or gaano kalaking yield or yung annual return niya. Pero wag kayong paloko dyan because that's a 24-hour computation that will change anytime or it can change anytime. Pagka syempre malaki yung transaction ng isang pair, lumalaki yung number na yan. Kung wala masyadong transactions that are happening, then mababa yan. So that's basically the concept behind that. And every time there's a transaction, you're gonna get a fee. So for example, RLB Sol, Jelly Sol or GP Sol, these are the tokens that I've put my liquidity or added liquidity to. Again, RLB, Sol, Jelly, GP, these tokens can all go down, even USDC, right? After that, ano bang news about that Silicon Valley Bank na bumagsak, diba? Parang ni-depeg pa siya. So again, there's always risks involved, kahit stables pa yan or whatever it is. Especially here in concentrated liquidity pools. It's not like Binance wherein ideally it's 50-50 and then the pool just rebalances itself. Here, it's more technical, it's more advanced. You have to select a certain range as to saan mo gusto mag-provide ng liquidity, and then it takes out, let's say, how much yung dapat na investment mo dun sa token 1 and then how much yung investment on your token 2 depending on the risks or the range that you want to put your liquidity into, and then from there it gives you that certain APR or that kind of return. So sige, let's try to do it na parang as if wala akong hawak So gusto kong maglagay, for example, kay Dust Sol. So I'm just gonna put here, select Dust, select that pair that I want to get into, and it's gonna give you this active, passive, custom, and then full range. So active, that is within probably a week or within a few days, they're gonna have this computation as to what is an ideal range to put your liquidity into. So if you select that, mas malaki yung yields na makukuha mo, pero syempre malaki din yung risk. I'm not gonna explain kasi medyo mahaba yung whole process. Now, if you can see here, nakalagay dito 0, 0. That's because wala akong Dust in my wallet, as in 0 talaga siya. But if I select match deposit ratio, if I have Sol in my wallet, the protocol will help me match my desired amount or my desired investment if I wanted to. So for example, I have around 4.5 Sol into my wallet. Check ko nga muna. Okay, meron ba akong Sol sa wallet ko? May 7 Solana ako dito, which is around $135. So if I want to use that, I can just select, toggle into match deposit ratio, and then I can select here 130. But for this example, I'm just gonna put $1. And then I'm just gonna select trade and preview. So ang ginagawa niya, since wala akong Dust, it's gonna trade some of that Sol into Dust and then from there, ilalagay niya yung pair na yun sa pool. And then you can see here yung aking APR is 389. So it's quite big. And then I'm just gonna select confirm deposit. And then lalabas dito sa aking Phantom wallet yung transaction. I'm just gonna select approve. And then voila. Meron ditong range alerts if you want. Like you can have, let's say lumabas dun sa range mo yung price. Pwedeng, ano bang pwedeng mangyari? I-email ka or ita-text ka na lumabas na yung price dun sa range na nilagay mo. When that happens, you're not gonna be earning anything. You're not gonna earn from any fees. So even if like there's millions being transacted every second, every day, or whatever it is, wala kang na-earn dun because wala ka sa price range. So that's why malaki yung anong tawag nito, yung yields, because yung ano mo, yung liquidity mo is nandun lang sa certain range na yun. Pero syempre kung mas malaki yung range mo, mas maliit yung yields. So we can explore that as well. Pakita ko sa inyo if we do another one which is passive. This one is like siguro within a month. I don't know exactly what the computation is, how they do it. But syempre since it's passive, mas malaki yung range, and then mas maliit yung magiging possible yields mo. So I'm just gonna put here $1. Syempre since wala akong dust, right? I'm just gonna have to toggle this again. And then lalabas na ulit siya. So trade preview. And then ayan, lalabas na. Oh, so failed. Let's try that again. So ayan na, lumabas na siya, and then pwede ako mag-trade. Bakit hindi pwede? Gawin natin $2. Might work. Let's see. So $2, and then bakit parang mali yung figures na binibigay nila? Okay, sige yan. Confirm deposit, and then from here you can see ang laki ng change, 'di ba? From 300 to 147 na lang yung ating what do you call this? Range. Oh, bakit insufficient funds? Ulitin natin. Approve. Minsan kasi sobrang volatile ng market. So, pagka ganon, just confirm transaction until pumasok siya. Ayan. So, pumasok na yung $2 natin. And we have, if we go to portfolio, you'd be able to see, meron tayong isa dito. Dapat lumabas pa yung isa eh. Teka. Ba't wala? So weird. Anyway, let's create another one. Para lang din makita nyo yung what if we are gonna use the full range. So in full range, it's 50-50. It balances the pool. Pag bumaba yung isang token, and then yung isa stable lang, ibebenta niya yung certain amount of tokens dito sa isa, yung undisturbed, yung hindi bumaba. And then balance it out to buy more of this token. So it's really 50-50. It just balances the whole pool or yung investment mo. So yeah, let's put here $1, and then let's trade. And then kita nyo yung deposit ratio. It's 50 sol, 50 dust. So yan na yan. There you go. There's only 31 APR. Sobrang liit ng kanyang bigay na yields or estimated return. Because syempre, you're getting the whole range. So, for example, umakyat yan ng 100% to 100%, si Dust or si Sol, hindi ka basta-bastang mawala dun sa range na yan. You're still gonna be earning some fees. So, punta tayo dito. Ayun. In the portfolio section, you'll be able to see yung, yung tatlong Dust na pinasok natin na pools. So, again, this is the active one. Medyo tight yung range nito. That's why you have 385%. APR. Dito, ito yung sinelect natin yung passive. Yeah, so mas malaki yung range, and then ito yung full range. So nakita niyo yung difference, sobrang laki. It's so different when you do this in other protocols or like yung mga auto-balancing protocols. So that's it. That's it for Orca. For Kamino Finance, here's another example. Dito, it's very different because you already have a certain, parang kumbaga, paano ba? This protocol is like managed. It's a managed protocol by a team, but the Kamino Finance team, obviously. And so they create these certain ranges, and then they have like a system in place wherein the system will take care of the range na for you. So if you're the type na ayaw mong bantayan yung mga investments mo, you can just like leave your investments there and just balikan mo na lang, let's say after a week, or you don't really care about the volatility, you want to make sure that everything is done for you, then Kamino Finance is your solution to that. So they get a 10% performance fee, which means if kumita sila, or let's say for example you're making $100 on fees kasi malaki yung pinasok mong amount, then they get 10% of that. So meron silang 10% na cut doon. Ayun. And then 90% of that, they roll back the fees generated and put it into your pool. So you're having more tokens. So kumbaga parang nire-roll nila yung mga kita mo dun sa pool or dun sa investment na yun. So yung returns dito is compounding. Ayun. So here you can see, for example, all these other tokens that are here, but let's try and go for Dust. Okay, Dust talaga yung favorite ko, no? Pero hindi guys, like Dust is just one of the investments that I'm putting my money into. It's not like the whole amount, right? We don't want that. We want to make sure that we're diversified. So if we're gonna select, what's important here is tingnan nyo yung itong mga ano na to, itong mga ano na to, tawag nito, check boxes. So if you're gonna uncheck that auto swap uneven amounts, then dapat meron ka ng Dust at saka Solana into your wallet. Tapos si Kamino na yung bahala na i-deposit nila yung mga tokens mo doon sa liquidity pool na yun. Again, this is not like Orca na you will have to select from the parang options saan mo pwede ilagay yung pera mo or what. Right? Ito yung mga Dust, right? Binigyan kanila ng selection as to where you can put your money. But here in Kamino, parang sinasabi nila na hindi, tiwala na lang sa amin, kami na bahala dyan, wag na kayong mag-isip. Let us take care of this and just, you know, put your money there. So may convenience fee sila, which is the 10%. But anyways, if I want to deposit, for example, 1 Solana, right? Because I unchecked that auto swap uneven amounts, then I need to have 12 Dust into my wallet, or 12.34 to be exact, right? But if I select this auto uneven amounts and I just want to put, let's say, 1 Solana, then it's gonna swap that Solana, some of my Solana, into the Dust and then put it into the pool. So for example, here I just want to put 1 Solana, which is around $19. You can see here. I'm gonna select deposit. Okay, and then takihan na natin, sorry. Sayang eh. Kasi, yeah. Ito din kasi yung gagawin ko eh. So, I'm just gonna select approve. So, what it's gonna do is it's going to send 2.7 Solana to swap it for Dust. Alright? So, ito yung gusto ko kay Kamino because sobrang simple lang ng process. Ayan na. So, I'm gonna send, ito na yung step 2. So, makita nyo dyan, from swap, they're gonna send these 2 tokens, yung Solana na naiwan at saka yung Dust na na-convert. And then, when I hit approve, they're gonna give me this amount of tokens, itong KSOL Dust na liquidity. So, tokens naman yung binibigay nila. Unlike, for example, kay Orca na NFT yung binigay nila. So, ayun. Now that it has deposited, I can go to my portfolio and then I would be able to see yung amount na dineposit ko. Pero guys, ano siya, parang aggregate na siya kasi may investment ako dati dito. But, ayun, nasama na dun yung 5 Sol na nilagay natin or in-infuse natin dito sa pool na to. So, if you wanna see, like, ano ba yung mga transactions mo before, you can see it here. So, you can see, like, for example, how many, ano ba yung mga sinalihan mong pools. Like here, nung Feb 15, naglagay ako sa Bonk. Tapos may mga nilagay, tapos dito nag-withdraw din ako. Ito, Solana USDC, Dust, Ray. So you can see that, and if you wanna compute like how much yung kinita mo, how much yung na-lose mo. Actually how much yung kinita mo or how much yung na-lose mo, you have to do this manually. I'm actually asking the team if, you know, they can add that feature na makita yung PNL. You know, one thing that I really appreciate about these projects is that you can just go to the Discord and then suggest na, hey, can you add this, can you add that, and then they actually listen. and help you out. But again, ingat kayo if ever you're gonna go that route, like if you're too invested into them and then some scammer will just message you. Madalas kasi yan sa industry na parang naghingi ka ng tulong openly, and if i-PM ka or i-DM ka, most likely scammer yon. Dapat yung other way around. Dapat ikaw muna yung mag-DM sa mga admins and then they're gonna entertain you. Dapat ganun yung process, guys. So remember, in case lang na you get into any hiccups or any trouble. So again, in this pool, unlike Orca Finance, this is all automatic. So that means that all of the fees and rewards that you are receiving, they sell those and then buy more of those liquidity or reinvest it into the pool. So hindi mo na kailangan, let's say, i-withdraw tapos add it again to the pool, ganyan. Hindi mo na kailangan gawin yon. If in Orca or if you're in Binance, you have to do that because that's the process, unfortunately, for them. So here, for example, if I wanna, let's say, add to my RLB Sol position, what I can do is I can withdraw my yields. So ito yung yields ko. If hindi ako nagkakamali, parang less than a week old lang tong yield na to. So nilalagay ko lang yung assets ko dyan, and then every time there's a transaction, kumikita ako from the fees that have been collected. So if I can harvest that, for example, I want to add into RLB Sol, right? And then wala na akong ibang funds. I can just harvest that. Alright? And then hit approve. So ito yung mga tokens na makukuha ko. So yan yung mga kinita ko while I'm invested here into the pool. So I'm just gonna hit accept. And then, ayun. So na-harvest ko na yung yields ko. So napansin nyo, guys, parang biglang bumaba. 10k yan, tapos biglang naging 8.7. So huwag kayong mag-panic because that's a glitch in their platform. Usually, ito talaga yung nangyayari, pero babalik lang yun sa normal later. So what we want to do is add into this RLB Sol pool. So that's what we're gonna do. I can just select that one. So ito yung hassle lang na hindi automatic yung pool. Pero kasi in Kamino Finance, meron silang criteria as to what tokens yung ina-allow nila to be in the platform. It's not like here, right? In Orca, in Radium, you can just add or create your token and then add into the liquidity to that. Medyo exotic yung mga pwede eh. In Kamino, hindi. Meron silang process for that. Siyempre, they wanna make sure na kikita din sila by making sure na kumita din yung mga taon or yung mga investors nila, di ba? So, ayan, lumabas na yung ating deposit into the RLB Sol. You can see here the deposit ratio is 11.5% RLB and 88.5% Sol, which means that sobrang imbalance ng pool na to. It's not 50-50. It's not, I should be putting, let's say, 50%. Let's say if I had $100, right? $50 of that is going to go to Sol. $50 of that is going to go to RLB. Here, sobrang different nung style ko. I really want to make sure that manage yung risks ko and also yung range kung asan ako naglalagay ng pera. And so, ayan, I can just select here, for example, RLB. This is all from the rewards na nakuha ko by being that pool. So, for example, I just go to RLB and this is actually how much I've earned. Yan, 44. So, from here, pwede kong i-trade yan for Solana. Pwede din na hayaan ko na lang siya na maging RLB because RLB has been going up. Yan. So, basically, what's happening is that the more that RLB goes up, the more that RLB will be sold into my position for Solana. Ganun yung dating niya dito sa sa pool na to. Ayan. Pero here, guys, pala yun? Hindi siya maayos na kanina. Ito yung tama. 44% RLB, 55% Solana. Ito yung tama. Kanina kasi parang naging skewed yung numbers kasi may glitch nga into the platform. So I'm just gonna confirm that and then select deposit, approve. Ayan, so ibig sabihin may $98 na madadagdag. So ayan, guys, bumalik na siya sa 10k from 8k kanina ba? Kinabahan ba kayo, guys? Baka may kakabahan kayo kung kayo na. So ayan, guys, so that's one of the ways na parang gusto mo ipaikot yung pera mo, pwedeng ganyan. But then again, you have to understand what are these tokens, ano ba yung ginagawa nila, Bakit masyado malaki yung APR? Ask these questions. Hindi lahat na mataas yung APR good na investment. Okay? So you have to be very prudent and research what you're getting into before putting into these yields or into this liquidity farming. So I guess yun lang, guys. I think I covered everything. Into Binance, ganun din yung kanyang concept. Although in Binance it's like 50-50, it's full range. So don't expect na mas malaki yung magiging anong tawag dito? Yields. Like here, Sol USDT, let's say BSD or USDT, right? Stables. 6.22% yield. Ito naman 4.15. You get rewarded by BNB tokens plus yung Sol at saka USDT or Sol BUSD. So you get 3 tokens here. You get Solana USDT if you're gonna put your liquidity here, and then you get Binance token. If you're gonna select Solana BUSD, you're gonna get those 2 tokens plus BNB. If you're gonna put into Solana BNB, you're gonna get ano ba? Solana BNB plus itong rewards for putting your liquidity there. So win-win. What else? I think yun lang. Hindi ko na, like, there's also in Radium concentrated pools, but I'm not gonna discuss that. I feel like you've already learned yung basics for you to be able to start your liquidity mining journey. Especially now that we're in a sideways market. Again, there's always opportunity out there, but also look into the risks because you don't want to be getting into something that you don't understand. Sasabihin nyo na lang na, sayang, sana pala ito yung ginawa ko or yun yung ginawa ko, right? And if you don't have a wallet yet, like I would recommend using Phantom. So Phantom is my go-to wallet whenever I do, whenever I do transactions here in the Solana ecosystem. I can just put it into the description along with the other links to, let's say, Kamino, Orca, Binance. Ito, wala itong mga referral links, guys. Decentralized to sila. So I'll share the links there. If you don't have a Binance account yet and you want to put into crypto, Binance is our gateway. I'm going to send the affiliate link for that one as well on the description of this video. So guys, like, let me know what are the things that you've learned, what are the things that you want to be learning as well. And if you have been into the DeFi space, like, let me know if there are other opportunities out there. Just message in the comments and help everyone out. You're welcome to do so. Anyway, that's it for this video. Thank you very much for listening. On to the next.